Namaste, Hari Om. I welcome all our dear viewers to this national webinar series on Yoga Ramayana Vishwa Kosha history. Today, we have with us Professor Ramchandra G. Bhatt to speak on Uttara Ramacharita.
वामे भूमिसुता पुरस्तु हनुमान् पश्चात् सुमित्रसुतः शत्रुघ्नो भरतश्च पार्श्वदलयोः वैवानिकोणेषु च सुग्रीवश्च विभीषणश्च युवराट् तारासुतो जाम्बवान् मध्ये नीलसरोजकोमलरुचिं रामं भजे श्यामलम् रामं भजे श्यामलम् रामं भजे श्यामलम्. Welcome to you all, earnest seekers of Ramayana Vishwa Kosha project launched by S-VYASA Prashanti Kutiram. Very successfully this project executed by our friends, our sisters and brothers, guided by our professors, mainly our Dr. Nagendra, the Chancellor of S-VYASA. Now we are just moving to the concluding portion of this Uttara Ramacharitam. It is a very Pavana Charitam, very most sanctified history of mankind. Because that type of characteristic is projected. Men of quality, men of excellence, commitment, competence, collective responsibility, all these qualities combined. That is how Rama is shining in between all these co-travelers like Sita, Hanuman, Sugriva, Vibhishana, Lakshmana, Bharata, Shatrughna and their divine consorts. Hanuman is the most brightest luminary, earnest sadhaka. Hanuman. Jambavan is there, very man of highest experience, very much balanced. Angada, though he was son of Vali, he was very ardent follower of Sri Ramachandra and his cause. Cause is important, not only persons. To what cause he is committed, to which particular cause he is committed, that is important. It is not something personality cult encouraged in our tradition. Quality. Rama is an embodiment of many qualities. Rama Vigrahavan, Dharma, Sadhu, Satyaparakrama, Raja, Sarvasya, Lokasya, Devanam, Maghava, Iva. Maghava means Indra. As Indra is embodiment of Dharma to all other 32 gods, according to our Devata Mimamsa, 8 Vasavas, Dwadasha Adityaha, Ekadasha Rudraha, Indrascha Prajapati. Their number is 33. So 33 gods, 33 multiplied sometime 3300, 33,000, 33 lakhs, 30 Arbuda, Koti, Arbuda, these things. That is how even moving towards infinity. gradually. That is our concept of numerical understanding. After so much known to us, whatever Rama has done, decisions he has taken, they are all endorsed by Dharma. Dharma Chakra Pravartana, that was the main cause of Sri Ramachandra. The same thing followed by even Gautam Buddha and so many other great Tirthankaras, Mahatmas, even 10 gurus of our Sikh Sampradaya, they were all Ram Bhaktas and Krishna Bhaktas. If you just study Granth Sahib in Amritsar, all those ardent sadhakas go on chanting for 24 hours, there only it is Rama and Krishna. Mere translations of Vedic hymns, Upanishads. That is very important. So Sita Devi, she started recollecting her own origin. Bhumi Suta, Vame Bhumi Suta, Rama's wife. She is daughter of this Bharata Mata, Sanatana Samskriti. So that Bhumi Suta, Sita, and she got those qualities. Kshama Dharitri, all forgiveness, all this. That is how Sita Mata, as she felt her main accomplishment, main mission accomplished almost, because her sons brought up. That is the real sense of duty of a mother. When her children are brought up, invoking Shila, invoking Shuddha Chitta, invoking Shuddha Prajna, and go for creativity, Pratibha, Shraddham, Medham, Yasha, Prajnam, Vidyam, Buddhim, Siyam, Balam, Ayushyam, Tejaha, Arogyam. Inculcating all these qualities when children grow, that a pure, affectionate heart of mother will be fully blossomed. Her heart feels fulfilled. Dhanyata. She got that. Once that mission is over, she was not worried. Rama started, Shwamedha, okay. Then who? Yes, because he was advised by great Maharshis, without his life companion consort Sita Devi, he cannot perform any yajna, any sankalpa. Patnirna yajna sanyoge. So Patni is not there, how can he? That is why some Apadharma adopted and yajna went on successfully. But when that horse came to this premise, spiritualized by Valmiki in that Valmiki Gurukulam, there these boys, highly trained in Shastra Dharma, Shastra Ubhaya Vidya, they just started showing their valor. We are not only just mild people with some Brahma quality. That is why it is told. Shapadapi Sharadat. These two were embodiment of Shapa and Shara, both Shakti. So Shapa Shakti, that is called Brahma Vala, Nityanusthana. So that their words, they carry that much power. Whatever they utter, it becomes the actual thing. Shapa is not at all good thing, bad thing, good. Shapa Shakti is very great. But one who uses, he must be very careful. Certainly they will be with Shama, Dama. Such people never use Shapa Shakti for other purpose. Vishwa Kalyana, Manamahita, for that only they use their Shapa Shakti. All great rishis have done. Those at present it looks to be something bitter, but in its consequence, all those Shapa Shaktis used by great rishis like Vasishtha Vamadeva, all rishis were Loka Kalyana for Lokahita, Manavahita, Vishwa Kalyana. You can go for proper checking. Whatever statement just I shared with you, you can just go on checking and checking. All curses referring to all mythologies. Many people they talk loosely about Durvasa. No, whatever anger, wherever he has shown that anger, it was good in consequence. Any rishi, he gives some curse to someone, it is good for his seat. Like that, Rama sent her, so that great curse, like that many people say, it is not curse. It is another very course for spirituality. Good in consequence. Whatever is good in consequence, that is good. Whatever good at present, apparently, that is not good. With this Viveka only we have to understand all great works of great Mahatmas, Adikavis and great Rishis, loosely talking, just to show our logical expertise, we cannot issue such statements. Very responsible we must be. Now Sita just wanted to have a glimpse of Rama. That was the ultimate one. Whole life mission completed. Rama also developed the same. Already my duty was over. But here you see, Lava is before him. War is going on. He is seeing that valor. Who is this? He could assume, because that Jrimbaka Astra Prayoga, Samohanastra Shakti, that he understood, present in Lava. He thought, oh, he may be having some connectivity with his solar dynasty. It is actualized. Valmiki came, introduced reality of Chakra. Whatever happened, how he trained his son, two sons, everything he reported, Valmiki. Rama was so happy. He is not there to find out thorn in the midst of petals of the flower. Flowers, petals of the flower, in the midst of that some thorn may be there. It is just a protective measure that the plant will grow even thorns also. As it gives that highly blossomed flowers, like that thorn also it is there. It is also a gift to that plant. Like that, sukhasyanantram, dukkham, dukkhasyanantram, sukham. That is how human journey must be there. That leads to yoga. Samachittata, ultimate equilibrium of the mind. That is how Sita could lead that type of yoga jivana. 13 years in the midst of forest, that too with accompanied with great rishi castes like Lopamudra and so many. Then that testing time started. There also again great learning. Suffering. That is what fire testing. We talk too much about Agni Pariksha. Agni Pariksha, that very word is very symbolic. Oh, some fire ignited, big flame, it is there. There she entered and tested. What is this? No. Symbolically, we have to understand that very Agni Pariksha means introspection. So she went to some solitary place. She has done some yoga, jhana. There he introspected, shared with Rama, and people also were there. before them she presented her both merits and demerits. That is Agni Pariksha, my friends. What Agni Pariksha? So she was forced to take entry into the fire, flames. These are not just attractive for pictures, cinemas. But symbolically we have to understand everything symbolic. Pratimatmakam. What is that underlying meaning? Dhvani. Implied. That we have to understand. So what happened now? She started already cultivation also she started. Growing vegetables, other navagraha, all those medicinal plants, everything she was doing because she was very close to that culture, bhoo culture, that enhancing fertility of land, making use of the mud, very fertile mud, developing medicinal plants and helping others. That culture, rural culture, she embodied. That is why God gave that she was great queen of Sri Rama, but she was not there for a long time in Ayodhya, in urban area. So she came from that very innocent work culture, rustic culture. And again now after some days, after this Pattabhisheka, she was there as Maharani in that area of palace and all these things. Again, God gave that hermitage life. That is again rustic life. Because she came from that soil culture, bhoo culture, and she is so happy with that much. Becoming one with mud, one with that vernacular culture, village culture. There only she wanted her two sons to be brought up, that too in Gurukula culture. If those would have been there in Ayodhya, it was a little bit different. However, grandmothers, grandfathers and all they will be there, then the education will not be proper. After the 7th year, no child is healthy if she is brought up by mothers, grandmothers and all, because their affection and all these things is another part. Up to 7th, 8th, Matrichaya is very great boon. But after that, it becomes another curse. Because mother's eye is like that, affectionate. She cannot take any firm decision to culture him. That work of that artillery work, she cannot do. Father must be like that. But fathers will be very busy, so that they must go to Guru Chaya. That is the natural growth of any child. Whether it is a boy or girl, only Matra Chaya must be there up to 8th of their age or maximum up to 12. After that, they must go to Gurukulas. If they are girls, they must go to Kanya Gurukulam. If they are boys, they must be sent to Gurukulams. That is what that is how Lava and Kosha became so expert in both Shastra and Shastra. All missions accomplished. And that accomplishment of whole mission, it was endorsed by Valmiki Maharshi. That is important there. That beautifully portrayed by Bhavati in his Uttaramcharita. And whom to blame now? No blaming business. So, on one side, Ayodhya's the Sankalpita Yajna Ashwamedha is over. Here again, Jivana Yajna is over. And after this sense of fulfillment, it is not out of sorrow as it is portrayed in cinemas. No. Sita was so that she invited her mother. Oh mother, give me. I want to be with you. Take me back. You sent me for accomplishment of some mission. So that Rama was very great man to guide me. I was with him and he was with me, husband and wife, two children, establishment of dharma and this great coronation. If in front of all this series of success, what is this negativity? What is this burning and this and that? What is this negligence and maligning some great personalities as inhuman, this, that? This is very misuse of jugglery, very much misuse of idioms and phrases, misuse of literary capacity, misuse of logical deliberation. Certainly we have to understand this. All so-called intellectuals must be taught this lesson. That is how Ramayana concluded now. Sita entered the holy Bhumi, Bharata Bhumi, mission accomplished. Rama's mission accomplished. He invited someone, his own forefathers. He must go back to Vishnu Loka. Vishnu Loka, what is it? Nilka, Vaikuntha is what? Kuntha Rahita. No hurdles. That is Vaikuntha, Vaikuntha. So he went to Vaikuntha. Free from the bondages. So the main purpose of Avatara incarnation is over. Ramayana story also over. Bharata and Shatrugna all were there to take that vision, and Lava and Kosha, then that whole heredity thread continued. That is how this whole saga takes place. Ultimately, the main keyword is it is dharma, dharma, dharma. Ramo vigrahavan dharma. That is why we must draw inspiration even in this so much scientifically structured, technologically advancing world. The Ramarajya Sutras, only some countable 8, 10, they are important. Without that, we cannot go for any healthy society. Now also all great psychologists also, they argue for healthy society, sane society, for that art of living. What is that art of living? Can you say any such burning examples other than Rama, Sita? Embodiment of love and affection. Parama Prema, that is embodied. Bhakti Bhava, embodied. Understanding, cooperation, coordination, collaborations, embodied. That was their couplehood. That is how he lived dharma, lived grahastha dharma, lived vidyasthi dharma very well, lived even dharma of exile, vanavasa, dharma of re-establishment, dharma of welfare, dharma of help to all, sarvajana hitaya, sarvajana sukhaya, dharma, everything re-established. That is called a model for what society? Sane society. Swastha Samaj. Samrachana, that was his mission. With this insight, if you go for writing novels, writing more and more epics, even more lucid poetries, verses, shlokas in any language, it is good. As we see in Lakshmisha's poetry, Ashwamedha Parva, you can see that. So that our Kannada poet, Kavichuta Vana Chaitra, great Lakshmisha, how beautifully composed all these areas, Uttaramcharitam. Lakshmana takes Sita to Valmiki area, ambience of that hermitage, how all those peacocks, all other birds and deers, even opposing by very instinct and nature, such animals also coming together to serve Sita. No snakes, rats, cats, race, in fight, nothing. That type of atmosphere poet created there in that Valmiki Ashrama ambience. So beautiful to read Kannada poetries. That is how all great poets, even Kamba Ramayana, all other Ramayana, if you study like that. And another one very great worth to be mentioned, it is Nagachandra's Ramayana, Jaina Ramayana. There you see, because their great philosophy is non-violence, ahimsa. That is why Rama never kills Ravana. Lakshmana takes that duty. Even Shurpanakha, he tells, due to some reason, temporarily she became victim to her own mental weaknesses. Like that, Ramana also, he says, Abdiyum orme maryadiyum dantare in Kannada. Even sea also, great ocean also, sometimes crosses its limits and comes to its shore. And when it comes to shore, something will be destroyed. That is how Ravana was, even though he was a very great man, Rambha came to attract him, but he neglected. She sent her back. He was also a good man. That is what projected, Nagachandra projected Ravana also. But to err is human, sometimes we commit blunders, mistakes. That made him like that. He was so anti to dharma. That is why he was punished. Very simple. Nothing dramatized. It is. Only psychosynthesis Nagachandra has done in his poetry. That is how Nagachandra's Rama, Lakshmana, Sita, Shurpanakhi, all different in their characters and properties. He has done that type of wonderful experiment in his Ramayana. Like that, many people have written Ramayana because they have their own beliefs, their Shraddha, their Vishwasa. But maligning characters, good people, you brand them as bad people. And it is called Chidranveshana. You find fault with all heroes. Because every poetry, every poem, every that dramatized form has its own role to play to spread good, positive messages to the society. Unto the last. Even most rustic man, he reads some Ramakatha. See now also, lakhs together in Ramakatha in Gujarat, Madhya Pradesh, everywhere. Their Ramakatha is so popular. Why should they come? Ramabhadracharya, great spiritual master of Chitrakuta, when he starts Ramakatha, lakhs together. They forget every sorrow, no depression, no medical treatment needed, no psychosynthesis needed, no medicines. Naturally, this Ramakatha makes their mind free, mentally calm and quiet, tension free. These are great medicines. Ramakatha is a great psychomedicine for lakhs together. This thing, positive things to be highlighted now, friends. That is why our Prakalpa, our project, our Vishwa Kosha Ramayana Katha Prakalpa, very well, suitably chosen time, because now people are very much worried. Their mind is pathos-stricken, melancholic in nature, sorrow, depression, disgust. Every house, children also not happy. They are imprisoned within the four walls due to this pandemic. In this type of societal condition, Ramayana becomes great medicine. Mental medicine, psychic medicine, makes people free from worry, free from depression, free from all this negativity. With this understanding, let us go for this conclusion of Uttarakanda, Uttarramacharitam, remembering all great poets starting from Adikavi and Bhagavati and many other Kavis of our Kannada, Tamil, Maratha, Maharashtra, every language, and Tulsi, Surarasa, all great. Now I am very happy to conclude this katha. My way of presenting katha is different. I am very much scientifically oriented, psychologically trained. Every Ramayana Mahabharata are workbook for human psychology. That is what the great Aurobindo told. That is the great mantra now. All these scriptural studies are the real workbook for human psychology. With this understanding, let us conclude. Kujantam Rama Rameti Madhuram Madhuraksharam Aruhya Kavita Shakam Vande Valmiki Kokilam Ramaya Ramabhadraya Ramachandraya Vedase Raghunathaya Nathaya Sitaya Pataye Namaha मनोजवं मारुततुल्यवेगं जितेन्द्रियं बुद्धिमतां वरिष्ठं वातात्मजं वानरयूथमुख्यं श्रीरामदूतं शरणं प्रपद्ये बुद्धिर्बलं यशोधैर्यं निर्भयत्वम् अरोगता अजाड्यं वाक्पटुत्वं च हनुमत्स्मरणात् भवेत्। ॐ स्वस्ति।
Blessed and fortunate we were to listen to Professor Ramchandra Ji Bhatt on Uttara Ramacharita. We'll meet again tomorrow. Namaste.